Whether your New Year's resolution is to hit the gym, better hygiene, or simply to keep things cool and fresh, Mando Whole Body Deodorant has got you covered from head to toe. Mando is clinically proven and doctor developed to help you block odor all day and control it for up to 72 hours. Say goodbye to last year's stink and upgrade to a whole new level of personal care. Right now, new customers get $5 off of a starter pack with exclusive code CHAEL at shopmando.com. You will love how you can use Mando to freshen up any problem areas in a pinch. It is perfect for my on-the-go lifestyle. It's also aluminum-free, baking soda-free, cruelty-free, dye-free, and it's vegan. Mando Starter Pack is perfect for new customers. It comes with a solid stick deodorant, a cream tube deodorant, 2 free products of your choice, and free shipping. Remember, new customers get $5 off a starter pack with our exclusive code CHAEL. That's over 40% off your starter pack, only at shopmando.com, or just click on the link below. This is meant and made out of kindness. This was an insisted piece by me personally. I'm going to put up a thumbnail. It's going to say Jorge Masvidal, it's going to say Nate Diaz, and it's going to say boxing. Those words will be included. I'm going to put it out. I'm going to be audited publicly so that the organizer of this event can see that number. He can read your comments and he can cancel this match. This is amongst, if not the worst, idea that I have heard in a meaningful period of time, unless your goal is like Brewster's Millions to see how fast you can go out of money. Now, the only reason that boxing survives on any level, this is from Golden Gloves to the pros. The only thing that has kept that sport alive is that you keep finding a bigger fool who's willing to lose money. I don't say that to put boxing down. I've spent my life and my time doing 2 things, wrestling and boxing. I love it. I am one of those guys who is given to keep it above, and I never expect a return on my investment. I knew there wouldn't be one, but I could help out to some level for a period of time. So I'm just saying that I have the right to come in and assess it. I'm not insulting it. So when you get a guy that wants to be in the tough guy business and he wants to put out a poster and he wants to tell his friends, I did that. That's me. Now he understands that that light is going to dim and it's going to be gone. And he's going to go back to being the dog crap on the bottom of the world's shoe where he began. He still wants that for a while. Like to get 3-4 years out of it. 7, 8, 9 events where you're bringing your buddy in, you're putting them in the front row and bringing them through the back because it's your event. Like there's things that you're getting for the money that you're losing. Or you can book this boxing match and lose it all in one night. So I got to tell you, in all fairness, I don't know that this is happening or that this is even being discussed to happen. I read yesterday it was done. I had a date, I had a city, I had the opponents, I had a weight class, I had everything that was needed, but I didn't have a promoter. So my one big question, who's promoting this? Who is putting this event on? And the information I had is these boys were going to box, it was going to be in March, and it was going to be in Vegas. I mean, that is mistake. So, and like anything in life, it's the baseball rules. Anything in life, any purchase you're doing, any decision you're making. If you get 3 strikes, get out. Whatever it is. So, I mean, I'm just telling you right off the bat, the release that I read only had 3 points. All 3 of them were a disaster. Baseball, get out. And my fear is not to protect a promoter in boxing. This is what they do. If this guy doesn't lose his money on that, he'll lose it somewhere else. It's just what they do. My fear is that Nate and or George are the ones putting the money. I don't want them losing their money. I don't want them doing this. And I don't know that they are. I'm just suggesting on this piece of information that I got. Now, I woke up today, and this wasn't the headline on any of the dirt sheets I go to. Elbow and Mania, my first 2 moves, neither one of them had this. So I'm not positive that what I'm speaking on is anything more than just a rumor. That would be great. Wonderful. But if it's going in that direction, if this is an idea that's being floated, it's not too late. It would be a very big surprise. You have Nate Diaz that has a promotion company. You have Jorge Masvidal that has a promotion. And I don't know that they found their way to each other. With that, it sounded as though it was yet a different and third party. To make that event by March, to have it leak out on the internet as opposed to a proper press. I mean, I couldn't begin to tell you how many problems there are. Not to mention you're going to the fight capital of the world. I mean, you got to bring something special, right? You could be a local yokel and pull a circus tent into Oregon. Set that thing up, pop the popcorn. We're probably going to come down and see it. We don't have a lot of attractions. You cannot be a yokel that takes a circus tent and sets it up in New York City. There's just too much competition. Broadway's there. The level of expectation is higher. So if you go and get a promoter's license and you're going to put on any meaningful event in Las Vegas just before 300 and you think you aren't going to be met at the door with a ton of resistance, you're wrong. And the fact that you weren't met with resistance isn't because they respect you, it's because they don't. I'm just sharing with you in the world of misses. And I was very surprised by it. Nate is a public offer. I don't think we've ever seen that before. I don't think we've ever seen a public offer. And not to mention, it would make Nate the highest paid MMA fighter of all time, which quite frankly might be exactly what Nate is worth. That is a special attraction. But $15 million publicly. $15 million to do something that he's already done. It's not as though he's got any fear of fighting Jake Paul. It's not as though it creates any anxiety for him whatsoever. A worst case scenario is what? That he doesn't get his hand raised? I mean, these are all things that he's already done. There is no big deal. Does he want the bag or not? And the fact that he would then go and compete with George would just make me think that he must have been presented with some level of numbers that was comparable. Which is the entire reason I'm making you this piece. It's not. At all. There is no pay-per-view bonus. There will not be. You sign a contract and it's huge and it's beautiful and it's right there and the thresholds are less and the participation is more. It's never going to come. Doesn't matter what the number is. If you times it by 0, it's still 0. Now, I don't know that we're in this point. I'm beginning to think that was an inaccurate press release that I got. That's what I'm beginning to think. But on the outside chance that it's just headed in that direction, that is what is coming to fruition. Get a signing bonus. Get it in advance. That event will never take place. If it does, there will be no bonuses. So make sure you have a surety bond and make sure it went through the commission. Eyes wide open. Dot every I, cross every T. Best advice from the smartest guy in the game. Get out now.